The Time Between Us. A love story told across years, cities, and chances. Chapter 1, When We First Met. The first time Elena met Aidan, it was in a university lecture hall in Edinburgh, 2011. She was sitting in the front row, scribbling down notes in her weathered notebook, glasses sliding down her nose. Aidan stumbled in late, messy hair, a guitar case slung over his shoulder, and a sheepish smile that made half the room laugh. He sat beside her, whispered, "Did I miss anything important?" She handed him her notes. Everything. That was the beginning. Chapter 2, A Love Too Young. They fell in love like most do at 20, quickly, recklessly, completely. He wrote songs about her. She read poetry to him. They explored bookstores, shared cheap takeout on cold benches, and stayed up until 3 a.m. talking about dreams and fears. But love, at that age, is fragile. Aidan wanted to tour with his band. Elena had a scholarship in Paris. Neither wanted the other to give up their dream. So they kissed goodbye at Waverley Station, promising to find each other again. "I'll see you when we're ready," he said. She nodded, tears in her eyes. "Just don't forget me." Chapter 3, The Years in Between. Elena became a translator in France. Then an editor. She dated. Worked late. Stared at her phone some nights, wondering if he'd call. Aidan's band made it small time. They played bars, festivals, even one national tour. But he always found something missing, like a chord left unresolved. They followed each other on social media. Liked posts. Never messaged. 6 years passed. Chapter 4, A Letter Never Sent. One rainy night in Paris, Elena found an old letter in her drawer. It was addressed to Aidan. She'd written it but never mailed it. "I hope you're happy. I hope the music is still loud, and your smile is still crooked. I still remember the way your hands felt when you played guitar beside me in bed." She folded it up again. And that night, she dreamed of him for the first time in years. Chapter 5, Reunion. In 2019, Elena attended a book fair in London. Aidan was performing at the music tent nearby. She didn't know. He didn't know either. Until they locked eyes across the crowd. It felt like someone had stopped time. They talked for hours that night, about life, mistakes, what they had learned. He never married. She had loved and lost. But somehow, their conversation still felt like home. Chapter 6, Beginning Again. They didn't rush. Dinner once a week became walks every evening. He played her unfinished songs. She read him translations of books she never shared with anyone else. It was quieter than their first love. But deeper. Wiser. This time, they weren't running toward dreams. They were building one together. Chapter 7, The Time Between Us. One winter morning, Aidan played a song at a small gig. It was new. He called it The Time Between Us. When Elena heard the lyrics, she cried. "I loved you before I even knew that life would write its songs in blue. We were young, we were fire, we were stars out of place. But time brought me home, to your face." After the show, he took her hand and said, "Let's not wait anymore." Epilogue, 10 years later. They moved to a small cottage by the sea. Aidan still played music, mostly at home, for her. Elena ran a quiet bookstore, filled with stories in every language. Some days, they sat outside in silence, listening to the waves. And sometimes, one would whisper, "I would choose you again, even in another lifetime." Because they both knew. Love isn't always about perfect timing. Sometimes, it's about finding your way back, after all the time between.